Hey, it's Ferry from the future here. I'm going to be showing you guys in this video the macro decision making behind what you should do with when you're ahead. It's a really clean game. I ended this very quickly. If you don't want to see what happened in the early game, that's completely fine. Just skip to the timestamp. We will include the early game and the mid game to see how it flows together, how the early game impacts the mid game. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this mid-game sequence, this mid-game video, please leave a comment and let me know. It helps to see the feedback, and I'll see you guys in the video. Alright guys, let's get into the early game of our Viego game, where I'll show you guys how to just maintain a good lead. And of course the main focus will be the mid-game, so again, like I said, you can skip to there if that's what you're here for, but I want to show you guys what led to us being this powerful in the first place. Let's just go with our full clear down towards the bot side. Nice and normal clear. We're going to stand in here, auto this, drop our Q through everything. Clear all the way down. Let's look at mid lane. Mid lane is winning pretty hard right now. Trades are looking good. This game is going to really be about Jax and Lucian and how I can play around them. It'll really depend on who's weak and who's strong at the end of the day. That's how it always will be. But we'll see what sort of plays we can make in the early game to try and again accelerate our game. We want to come out of the early game with a bit of a lead if we can. Let's finish this here. Beautiful. Mid lane is hard winning. Let's look down here. We also have control. Beautiful. Keep farming all the way down. Take our full clear. We see that the Raptors have been taken. We did not spot exactly where he was, but we can assume that he's pathing towards the bot side. It's more likely that he's down there than he is in the top side. Can walk back, get a Q on everything. Our top laner is really low. Let's look at mid lane. The enemy mid laner used teleport already, and the enemy mid laner has no flash. So it's really important to understand that if we pressure the mid, it'll be really easy for us to get this Katarina kill here. So even right now, like I'm really considering like going to gank mid lane right now because their mid has no flash. Beautiful. So we're really playing there the whole time with the consideration that my Janna is with us. So at any point there, if I felt like I needed to flash away, I would have flashed myself. But because my Janna flashed before I did, then I'll just play off Janna's flash, and then let's look to recall now. And this is the sort of lead in the early game that we can have, especially because we're clearing efficiently and we're aware of Katarina's conditions. We're aware if Katarina has no flash. So let's buy this. Let's buy these two components. We can buy a pink ward as well. And we're going to return to our top side and go top down, straight into the bot lane. Okay, let's look at top side here. The Skarner could return to the top crab. So technically he can come. Look at how Vladimir is playing. The Skarner might be on his way. If the Skarner is not on his way, then he's on his Gromp. What I want to do is I want to investigate to see if Skarner is up here. Which Skarner looks like he is like around. One way or another. What I can do here is I can go check for my teammate here. I'll take this kill, and because I missed my W, this guy got killed here too. Because I missed my W, I unfortunately do not kill the Vladimir right away, but you guys see the W flash interaction, which is okay. It's a little bit of a mistake for me. But if we look at the top wave, it's actually really good for my top laner. He's going to come back, the Vladimir is going to lose all of this, and it's still pretty good for him. I just mechanically misplayed them. We want to work towards the bot side, play for these dragons. Let's clear. Let's Q this. Auto W. Great. We'll work all the way down, play for this Drake. At the same time, we can think about taking grubs. The reason why grubs are so nice this game is we have like Jax's split push, but we can also just simplify our game, play for the dragon. No stressors. Our ball lane's hard winning. Just my Q's there. Oops. Okay. Let's go take our Raptors. We see the Skarner in the top side. Let's danger ping him there. Now, if the Skarner wants to play for the grubs, I could technically contest him on the grubs, which I think is what I'll do. He might get one grub here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go contest him off the rest of the grubs. Let's go ahead and just contest him here. I'll take this. Chunk him out, it's beautiful. And the good thing about this position is we have Shen ultimate. If Shen wants to come over, Shen can. Let's quickly take this. So Shen is fighting top lane right now. But I just win this 1v1 alone, so the guy has to flash away. Beautiful. So because my Shen is so powerful, I want to contest the objective that the Shen is playing around. So the Shen, or the Skarner is playing around because of how powerful Shen is. So that's the objective I wanted to take. And then I still want to go ahead and take the dragon eventually, but I want to deny the Skarner. This is what I talked about in the mid-game video, guys, about denying enemy objectives. But within the context of the early game as well, it's just rules to apply throughout the whole game. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clear our topside camps, and we want to go straight into the bot side. The problem with our situation is we were so late to Gromp, so Gromp won't be respawning. What we can do then is we can go into the bot side and play for this dragon. Beautiful here. Let's give Shen some control over the mid lane. We're just going to hit this very briefly here. We'll drop a Q back on it as well. That's going to make Shen push his wave a lot quicker. And then we can on the way ping here and communicate that we want to do this dragon. Now bot lane should have really good control, and our mid lane has just completed his like wave all the way in. So we can go and just pull this together with my teammates. The bot wave has complete control. And then after this dragon, we can look to recall. So alrighty guys, in that early game, we're starting with our completed item. We're starting with that early dragon, which is so powerful. Looks like there's nothing much here. The guy stepped away. Let's look to actually take a recall here. We're going to buy some components. It's going to help our clear go a little bit quicker. And then we can look to play for these grubs when they spawn, along with acquiring our Kraken Slayer. So right now we don't know where Skarner is. Skarner could be anywhere. Skarner could even come top lane. We want to sort of look to help the map if we can. We don't want to let our Jax die here if we can prevent it. But at the same time, we just have no info on where he is. My Jax looks like he's going to teleport back to topside, which is perfect. We'll let him TP back. Let's take all of our camps and let's play for the item and go to the top side, and then we'll get into our mid-game sequence, which is the most important part of this video. Alright, let's look bot lane. Bot lane's going to be fighting. We've got to danger ping them one time here, because the Skarner could technically still look at these guys. We have no info on where Skarner is, so everyone should be a little bit careful. I'm going to invest my smite here on this camp. Take this. Bot lane's hard winning. Great. So as long as we don't FF, we'll have an amazing game to demonstrate what you're supposed to do to accelerate your games and close the game out really quickly. They have a pretty nice scaling comp, so I have really high expectations that they will play it out. Well, if you made it, guys, this is the start of the mid game. If you skipped here, no worries. The early game, let's take a look at it. So we are 7-2. We have a dragon. We have 3 grubs. We're going to play right away for the next set of grubs, and I'll show you guys how to really close out the game. Okay, so we're going to think about pulling all the objectives, breaking side turrets when we can, and really working around whoever else has item advantage. So Lucian has item advantage, and my mid lane will have item advantage soon. We're playing through our winning lanes is the key fundamental rule right here, guys. So our mid laner is just completely destroying this guy. Katarina cannot play. We can look to go behind the Jax here because we're playing for the grubs, right? So I'm not even playing to kill this guy. I'm holding an aggressive position around anything so that I can play for the grubs. And in doing so, I get myself to go behind the enemy Vladimir. Okay. We get this guy's flash, we get his conditions. And what this allows us to do is now we can go play for the grubs. with the Vladimir being down his ultimate and flash. And now after the grubs, what we want to do is we're going to play for the next objective, which is going to be this dragon, along with potentially a turret. Thing is, I have Shen ulti. It's a little bit unfortunate there. The Shen and I had very, very bad anti-synergy. When Katarina was there, when my Vladimir was there, it was just like a lot of both of us like not going in at the same time. Like, I wanted to go in, he wanted to go in, and it's just all over the place. So we end up not having a winning situation there, but it's okay. We have 5 grubs. Let's think about the next play, guys. So let's think about taking this dragon. We're gonna go straight for our top camps, clear top side into the dragon here. And we have a hard winning bot side. We still have 5 grub, which is great. So play for this dragon now, and that's going to be how we're going to secure our winning game states, getting the objectives on spawn. So even if like I'm not winning the fight, for example, like we lost, you guys can sort of see the intention behind like where I am on the map. It's important to understand that like even if I lose the fight, I am really like learning how to play for those objectives. I'm learning more specifics about the game. So even though we didn't win, it's like, okay, well now I know that like I need to play there a little safer, or I need to change what I'm doing. Anyway, let's go ahead and think about the actual game. Let's play for this dragon. Top winner is going to probably get killed again. Okay. I'm going to play for the next set of turrets as well. So what I'm thinking of is I'm thinking about this dragon, but I'm thinking about this turret. I'm thinking about this turret. We have all the grubs. So we can easily play for a turret on the side of the map. So we can go bot lane, and we can easily play for the bot tier 2, which is exactly what I want to do, because if we look at the tab screen, look at how strong the Shen is, we look at how strong I am, look at how strong everyone is. Like, we can pressure this bot side position with my Janna, with everyone here. We can clear their wards. And now look at what I'm doing, guys. I'm playing for enemy camps, and I'm playing in a position where I have to force the enemies to come into me. Now, I don't necessarily want to just go and dive them. I want to clear some camps first. But the position I'm holding is forcing the enemy to play very defensively. And we're going to deny them all their camps here. So here, let's just clear all this. And there's some more wards for us to clear here. And now look at how much control and how much space I'm creating for my teammates. I'm clearing all their wards, and I just came back, and boom, we're breaking the mid turret. And now we're going to go play for the next objective here. And then we're going to play for this top turret. So our Janna is recalled, but our Janna is recalling in fog, and she has a lot of movement speed. So technically the Janna can still make it to us, even after this, and our Shen has ultimate. So Shen R can always connect to us here. And I have bigger smite than this guy, so we shouldn't be too afraid here. Okay, I'm with Shen. As long as I'm fighting with my teammates, we should have no problem with winning here. Beautiful. And now what we want to do is we want to play for this turret. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to go into the top side, and I'm playing for turrets now over anything. And even though my Jax died, I'm following the conditions of my teammates, how strong everyone is, and I'm playing for the actual turrets here. My teammates don't need me to clear the turret with them. What I can do is I can take an extra set of tempo, like an extra turn of tempo here. I can recall real quick, and I can think about the next objective we want to play for, which could be this bot turret, because we're thinking about the dragon. And if we're playing for the bot turret, I can do 2 things. One, I can clear my weak side, take a defensive route, clear this, then go down there. But I can also take an aggressive route. So the aggressive route is to just run straight into the bot side and take control. Now the downside with taking this aggressive route is like, if my teammates aren't with me, well then I don't really get anything. I would have taken this path would be better if my Janna was with me. But because Janna's not here, it's like, I should clear my top camps first. Anyway, we should go ahead, and now that Lucian and Janna are here, we can go ahead and stop waiting. We can go and pressure into their jungle. And you can see that now I'm in the same position, applying so much control to where they can't do anything against us. We're getting camps. We're just able to kill them all here. Simply because we're playing for their objectives. Okay. And now what we can do is we can use Herald. We can do anything down here if we wanted to break this all the way. And if we don't, even if we don't want to break this with Janna, with Herald, we can break mid lane turrets. We can do so many different things, and this is how we're going to accelerate the game. Not farming our camps, but actually going to their control, to their jungle, and looking to push for turrets. So now bot lane's going to pressure this turret. Lucian and I are going to break this mid turret. And what I can do is I can actually cross to the top side as well, and like to pressure this turret. And I'm just pressuring turret after turret after turret. So I'm in this position where I messed my flash up there. It's a bit embarrassing, to say the least. Get this kill here, very nice. And we still want to play for that top turret, but because Lucian's on recall, it's actually better for us to just probably not play for that turret. And for us to like, we can look for camps, we can look for this dragon as well. Dragon's up here too. I have my item goal, so I can recall and play for my item. It's best for us to just take a leave here and reset the map with Lucian. Lucian having 2 items, I'll have 2 items. Now we don't have to go for this dragon if we don't want to. What we can do is we can go straight for the top tier and try to get gold. The best part about dragging in the mid game and having 3 drakes, 4 drakes is that you simply force the enemies to come fight you on these dragons. They have to fight you, because if they don't fight you on the 4th dragon, we'll get soul, and no team likes giving soul. It's like a psychological thing. It's like, damn, we have to go and fight, because if we don't fight, they're gonna get soul. We don't want to give it to them. But regardless, we're gonna go play for that top turret. I'll show you guys how to play for that top turret. We don't need camps, we don't need anything. We want this mid wave, and then we want to go top side. And this Lucian understands exactly how we're playing macro. Everyone does here. It's very nice. Clearing this wave, pushing this in. This is just perfect here. And the Skarner is saying like, you know, the Skarner doesn't want to play anymore. We have full control, and because Lucian is going to the top side early, which is great, Lucian can, we're going to go ahead and push into the mid lane. Get some control here, so we have mid priority again, and then we can go back in and play for the top turret. So now that we've broken this top turret, the next mid wave is coming through. So I'm useless here, right? So I'm useless, so what I want to do is I'm going to go hit the mid wave. And it's so important in the mid game, guys. You see me, I pushed that mid wave so early on, and I still applied pressure. That's how we're able to break this mid turret here. Simply because I actually played for that mid wave. And that's how that works. And now what I'll do is I'll fall back to the top wave, and then the Lucian and the Lucian can come, but he doesn't want to come. Instead of coming, he wants to go and do the Baron, which is also fine. I don't need to recall. There's no real reason to. I can just stay on the map here and really just stay, like, it's fine. We can go ahead and take this Krugs real quick, and then we can go and level up, and then now we should do the objective really easily. Now Vladimir, Skarner are like opening up the game and, you know, all this jazz, but it's still good to show you guys how to end the game like systematically, like very fluidly. At this point, what we can do is we want to go play for one of these side turrets, and let's say they came to fight us right now. The score's 13-5. Look at the tap screen. Look at how fed we are. We would turn. We wouldn't finish the Baron. We would turn on them, and once we turn on them, well, they'll actually lose the game now. So Jax has teleport. Let's go ahead and end the game here. Jax is TPing, beautiful. And now we're going to push in top lane. Someone should be mid lane. Why do we want someone mid lane? We want someone mid lane to Baron up the minions. Okay, it's really important to have someone here just so these minions get more powerful. So it's harder for them to clear, so we have more time to push in the top lane. And then here, they're truly just opening the game. But what we would do is we would break this top turret. After breaking top turret, we'd push it in. We'd see if we can end. If we can't break the top turret, we'd break the bot turret. We'd go here, and if we can't break that, then we go recall, and we'll spend more gold, and then we'll try again. And that's how you really can end the game after a really clean early game. And you got so many turrets in the mid game, guys. Hopefully this was a really good explanation as to how you want to play the mid game. If you guys enjoyed this sort of explanation of the mid game, I can do more videos like this. This is a game where we're really far ahead. I can show you guys what to do when you're really far behind, when you're even. A lot more fun situations to be brought up. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to join my communities in the Discord down below. A lot of free material, free content is out in the Skull community and the Discord community. Hope to see you guys there. Peace, peace.